this is Julie Silver Stitches here on Instagram and on Facebook and on FlossTube. Today is January 19th, 2025, and I'm here for a FlossTube update. I am a little bit more organized than I was ever in my entire life, so here we go. I have a board. Hooray! We will be breaking this up into different pieces, because my board is only so big, so I can only hold so much information, but it's all there. Minus the start dates, because I don't know. These projects, at least, I don't know. Okay, so, except for one. I'm going to start out today with the Glamorous 3. So, here comes Skitters, just to come investigate. There's his little tail. Alright, my first one up is White Mandala 3. This is by Magnolia Handcraft on Etsy. It's no longer available, though. I did look it up. It's currently on 14 count oatmeal fiddler's cloth using the DMC color variegated 4505. And it's 2/1. Full cross. Look, I just rambled that all off. I just had to look at the thing. Alright. Magic. No, sorry. No. The answer's no. No, you don't know. I don't even know. Anyways, sorry. Cats. This is going to be difficult now because I don't know which way is up anymore. Because I finished... Oh, they're exactly the same. I finished the round. Okay, hold on. No, it goes this way. Okay. I remember anyway, here we are. There's ridiculously great light outside right now, so there are no overhead lights or camera lights or zoom lights or any of those. So that's where we're at. I put in 204 stitches this week, so 1,203 total. 12.74% complete for the whole chart. So that is Skitters, if you can hear him. That is my 5th round. I think there are at least 3 more rounds left of this project, but those rounds are ridiculously massive. What do you think he's chasing? As you can see, the bins did not get done last week, but the kitchen did. So, hooray! It's progress. Progress is progress. Just like stitching, doesn't have to be all in one space. Okay. So that was White Mandala 3. The Glamorous 3 event is being hosted on Siski Stitches Facebook page. She draws a number she spins a wheel every night before she goes to bed, every day she wakes up, not sure. Anyway, 6 hours difference between her and I, so it's every morning when I wake up. And Skitters is having a zoomy moment. Anyways, so before I started filming this today, okay, I'm a piler, as you can see, right? So Charlotte was sitting precariously on top of something or other, and I said, you're going to tip that over. You're going to tip that over. Charlotte, you're going to tip that over. What did she do? Tipped it over. Whoosh, everything, all over the place. I was filling out my board, and I was about to fill out the board, and I was like, I guess I better clean that up first. Anyways, so it is still in piles, but at least a little better. Okay, next one is December. This is Little Dove's Year by Little Dove Designs on Etsy. It's still available. I'm using a 14 count white Aida with DMC called for 2/1. And this is where we're at. So I put in a whole whopping 64 stitches, and so the whole project, not just this, but the whole project right now is at 4,564 stitches, 23.02 for the whole chart. So as you may know, I already have October and November done. So now I'm working on December. It's going to go to, I'm stitching them all individually. So not on the same piece of fabric, all 14 count, but not on the same fabric. So I can't just open it up and show you the whole thing. Genius. Anyway, that's that. I don't have a story for that one. I was supposed to work on it a couple times. I did not. I only was able to manage to work on it one time, but one time is one time. More than no times, right? So, Fancy Teapots is my next Fancy Teapots is my next Glamorous 3. I'm like glorious, always glorious. Okay, Glamorous 3. I did a little bit, so this is what it's going to look like in the end. It is by the Reader's Digest Big Book of Cross Stitch. I think it was either published in 2007 or 2008, one of those. 14 count Aida, 2/1, DMC. I put a whole 88 stitches into it, but the 88 stitches plus backstitch, I didn't count backstitch, that is getting super washed out. It's a little better. I was able to finish my 8th teapot. So that means, this is the whole thing, means I have one left. That means it's a paper chart, so I just presumed that each, what I did was each thing was a percent, right? So there are 11 different things, so 3 banners and 9 teapots. So what I did was changed each one of those into essentially, I said, so I've done 11 things, right? So 11 divided by 12 is 91.6%. That's how I did that. No idea if that's the actual current total, but that's what we're going with. So it seems very washed out in this light with the sun. But anyway, hooray! So that's my mini finish of the week. Partial finish, obviously. So the next time I pick it up, the next time it gets spun, which is not today. Today for Glamorous 3 is whip number 1. So, which is White Mandala. So, everything else in this little bag. Oh, I will pull this out for later because I did stitch on it, but it's not part of my board right now, so I'll have to reorganize. Everything else will be talked about in a future clip because I have to reset my board because apparently I can only put 5 things on it. Try and figure out where my stand is because I don't know where that is. I'm not done this clip yet because I have 2 more focus projects. I was calling them focus projects this week. So, the next focus project that I have to show you, I don't even know if I actually have it here, meaning beside me. I might need to go find it. Nope. Oh. I have the floss. Okay, I do. Wow, look at that. Okay. Okay, so Pokemon Starters is a design off of Etsy by Cross and Floss. You can still get it. There's been a few stitchers that have recently purchased it not too long ago. So, Cross and Floss Etsy. This is, I think, there's Skitters. Hi, Skitters. He needs his nails cut because he literally just climbed up the couch. Climbed. Okay. What am I doing? So it's either platinum or I think it's platinum. I want to say it's platinum because I got 2 pieces of fabric that day. One was 18 count, one was 16 count. They were both different colors, but this is where I'm at with Pokemon Starters. 2/1 DMC full cross. I was working on Rowlet. He ended up getting 125 stitches. You can not probably, well, you can because, you know, different color fabric. But I worked on the eye, the outline of his eyes, and that top of his head. Currently, he is at 3,832 stitches and 20.76% complete. So, after I finish Rowlet, I think I'm going to continue down this side, just for a different color variation. I am done with the greens for now. Alright, and my last focus project for this week, because I don't count temperature stitching as focus projects because they weren't called every single day, so. But that will be what is next on the list of things to talk about. Alright. And then, I know you're not supposed to fold it all the time like this, but I don't know. It works out. Alright. Where did I... Actually, I'm going to put that in this one, because this houses my steampunk portal, which is the Heaven and Earth 2025 Sal. It's by L&L. The design is by L&L Designs. And too bad Skitters is not facing the other way. And this is what it's going to look like currently. This was the release. This is the whole thing. So this week, a little bit of, I got to a little bit of milestone stitching. So I did get to 2,000, so that was good. I'm supposed to be at 3,000, I think, by now, but whatever. But I put in a total of 618 stitches this week. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to fold the fabric. Okay, 618 stitches, currently 2,248 stitches in total of this section, 7.94% of this section. Section 1 is the first 4 pages across the top. It's really 3.5 because that 4th page for me doesn't really count. So I will tell you my plans on how I'm planning on stitching this in plans. Yeah, so that's that. I think I'm going to stop parking because I don't like it. It's somewhat helpful when you're having, ninja stitches, but past that, or confetti stitches, but past that, it's too much. I can't. Anyway, maybe I will just park the ninja stitches. Maybe that will somehow make it better. I don't know. I am enjoying it though still, so that is good. I did a little bit of a plan this week. I planned out the days. That kind of fell through. But I will talk about that in plans. So I'm going to stop here for this clip. I'm going to reset my board now because that was all 5 projects. And then I will be back. Okay, we're back. Didn't find my stand, so you're shorter now. Whatever. This was the best I could do. Okay, so now, what are we doing? Temperature stitching. I was able to only get 3 projects in this week. Life. But I'm too short. I just want to be like that, please. Thank you. Okay, so Never Quit by Stitchery Stitch on Etsy was one of my first temperature pieces that I stitched this week. It is on 14 count light blue Aida, and it is DMC 2/1. I put in 220 stitches. Did I tell you I got to the edge last time? But I got to the edge. I stitched all the way to the edge, and then I stitched all the way to the edge over here as well. And then I stitched high enough to realize that I'd be able to get to the top with no problem. So, which means I'll get to the bottom with no problem. So I'm going to continue on. This is all today's, TODAYS. Sorry, not sorry that it's wrinkled. Life happens, right? So that's that. It is all just, pretty exciting. I have started compiling colors onto, just so that I don't have to go searching for them every time. Very helpful. Alright. And I am using the called for colors, so it's not a mystery color. And I plan on stitching it one color at a time. So once I figured out that it was going to make it to the top, I'm going to finish off that pinky red color, the 3328. The next one is Fractal 53 by Cross Stitch Collectibles. Sorry, I didn't open the zipper. Okay, Cross Stitch Collectibles, Fractal 53. I was able to put 101 stitches into this, and this is where I got to. I could not find any more of the orange I was using, so I decided to go to the darker red color. So this is the whole thing. So when I say 14 count, like, look at it. Yes, it's 14 count, but it's very loose. It's a very loose 14 count. Okay, so what I did this time, though, was I worked in... Oh, man. It goes this way. I worked in some of the darker red over here for 101 stitches. The one was just because it left me off at a good stopping place. So I had finished that little row of color. So hopefully Charlotte won't knock you down. She's looking at the window right now because we decided that more light is better than less light. So we always have this window open now, but her name is Charlotte, so we'll see how that goes. 101 stitches, 1,756 stitches in total, and 11.71% totally complete. Alright, and then the last thing that I was able to work on lies, not the last thing. That's okay, it's in the box, it's not written on the thing, so who knows what I did on it, but that's okay. Okay, so the next thing on the list, at least, is Christmas Gnomes by Box and Fox for Etsy. I'm pretty sure they're still there because people are still buying Box and Fox items. I don't know about the specific pattern, though, but this is what it's going to look like. I put 100 stitches into it. You're going to barely, well, you might notice. I ended up just boxing off, Box and Fox. Okay, ended up boxing off, squaring off the stitches. So my 100 stitches were mostly all white, like DMC 3685. Anyway, all in here. And then I added some of the 820, that blue. No plans for finishing any of these, just, just for fun. No goals, no plans. Also has its own little key ring of colors, just so that... Oh, did you notice? I added a different color. It's coming up. It's coming up. Alright. It used to just be all blue and the white and the silver and the... Charlotte, what are you looking at? I got some ADHD going on today. So exciting. Okay, last thing apparently that I worked on in here. I was able to do 4 temperature projects. I don't know when I did this, but I do remember working on it. Hold, please. Alright, so I put 69 stitches into this. This is what I'm talking about. This is Mini Sunset Owl by Artisy. Yeah, progress was progress this week. I didn't really stick around long enough for any project to get a whole significant, well, most projects. So I worked on this diagonal because I didn't have enough 939 in my life between Steampunk Portal and something I haven't shown you yet. Alright. Because I don't know where that's going to fit, because it should have been in one of my focus pieces. It didn't end up in there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to reset again, because that was only 4 things. And we're going to do all of the other stuff. Other stuff includes is it only that one project? Because if it's only that one project, then I'm not going to stop and start again. Hold on. What's in here? Oh. Okay. No, I am going to... Where did I put... Is it in here? I found the tripod. Hooray. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about some paper patterns now because I don't have stats. On Monday, I pull out a Mirabilia and or Nora Corbett because, you know, why not? I need to get it. Progress is progress. I can't tell you the progress right now because I don't see it on my... But this is what this is what I stitched on this week. This is Savannah's Curtsy by Mirabilia. It was released April 27th, 1998. The only reason I know that is because somebody asked, so I looked it up. Okay, and this was a restart, so I started it a long time ago, probably early 2000s, somewhere in the teens of the 2000s. Okay, so, and then realized, right, that I didn't have enough space to fit all of my stitches because some were over 3, some were over 2, some were over 1, some were, you know. So this is my restart. That is upside down. Okay, this is my restart. I worked in all of the lighter blue color this time. So, hooray! This was just a, you know, see how long I could last. And this is how long I could last on this project. Was all just the light blue stitches. I do have a stitch count. I will put it in here. I don't know how many it was. It was... Because my planner is in front of me, yes. But it's on the opposite side of the page. Like it's from Thursday to Sunday instead of Monday to Wednesday. So anyway, that is that. I am working on off of a paper chart because it is that old. I mean, not that old. A photocopy is what I mean, because it is that old. I don't want to keep bending the original because it's not going to make it very soon. So I will have new plans for that in my next clip. What's next? And Winter Wolf I saw it. Where would it have gone to? I have 2 more projects. A few more projects. I have a few more projects. One of them being, one of them is Winter Wolf, but one of them is very exciting as well. So this is my Stitch to 250. I ended up doing it last night. I ended up going way over 250 because I decided, why not? This is Folk Hello by Elizabeth Spurlock. It is out of the April 2019 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I ended up last night, because I didn't know what to stitch, so, because, you know, why not? Last night I put in, I think it was something like 370. If I'm wrong, then I'll put it down here, but stitches into it last night. So I stayed awake until about 12:30, but, which is not normal for me, but I ended up finishing the L. So this is the whole thing so far. But I ended up finishing the L, that middle L, and then I started in on the E. The only reason why I did not finish the E last night was I ran out of the called for color, at least on here. I might have it in my stash still, but it was 12:30 at night, and I said, well, that's a good stopping point, I guess. So, yeah. But I ended up finishing the L, finishing all of this part of the E. I just have to come up around and finish off its little top part of the E, and then just the H, the flowers, the borders, and then it'll be done. Yippee! But that is not yet. I did take it off my wheel for the 250. It is still on my wheel for the random weekend spins, so that's good. Talking about random weekend spins, I don't think that's going to be a thing in the future, because I don't want to work on that during that day. You know, like one of those kind of things. It was very... I am having one more project that I do remember stitching on, but do you think I know where it is? Nope. Let's look in this bag again. What's in this bag? Nope. Winter Wolf, where are you? Is it in here? Nope. Well, I might need to break and come back. What's in this one? Absolutely nothing. That's kind of weird. It's open. Maybe I already pulled things out of it. Do you remember? I don't remember. Oh, because that was my mirror. Right. Well, mirror is not going back in. So, Pokemon. You think you have it all, and then you don't. Did I randomly just throw it in another bag just for fun? Not that bag, at least. Okay, I will come back. I will be back. Maybe I left it on my side table. Who knows? Alright. I have to get all my stuff that I plan on stitching for next week anyway. So I will get all of that organized and come back. Hello, we're back. Okay, so I got a drink. I put on some lip balm because, honestly, I found Winter Wolf because, you know, it was in a project bag that was still in my room. Picked up some of the items that I am going to be stitching on, focusing on next week. Not the called for day, because that didn't really work out last time, but the called for projects. And then the other thing is skitters. And then the other thing is, I found my tripod again. So I am back to normal and not feeling like everything's gonna fall. Okay, so I'm going to start out with Winter Wolf because this was from last week. I also am going to tell you that I got 360 on Folk Hello. 70, 60, it's all the same, right? All right, anyways, so this is Winter Wolf. This is by Artisy. I decided to replace my focus piece for one of my friends. Not Mini Dragon in the Morning. I have not picked it up yet this week again. I am starting to miss it, so that is a good sign. So if I am starting to miss it, then maybe I will stitch on it more when I do pick it up. So say hello to Skitters before I put this in front of your face. Skitters, oh, you're so blinky. It's a baby boy. Look at your eyes. Okay, so here we are. Good question. It's in front of me. Winter Wolf, Winter Wolf. I know I worked on you. What day? What day do you think I worked on them? I filled in more 939 because, like I said, I didn't get enough with Steampunk Portal and that other project, Mini Sunset Owl. So Winter Wolf, wow, yeah, got 42 stitches. So I'm pretty sure I literally just filled in some of this in here because time. But that's okay. Charlotte's a devious cat. Charlotte. Gosh. Anyways. Yes, still focused on 939 on that project because that is the most called for color in that whole project. But that's okay. So we'll put that over here because I do want to keep that as a focus project this week because why not? This goes somewhere else for... I didn't really clean up my space. I just kind of added to it That was a bad idea. Anyway, so up on the first list of the board, at least, is Spot. Spot is by Mill Hill. And I have everything but the beading done on poor little guy Spot. This is what he's going to look like. This is what he's going to look like. He's already had a life, as you can see. This poor cover photo. But that is not... This is just a bend in the paper. I was like, does he have drool? Does he have a thing sticking out of his mouth? No, that's just a crease in the paper, people. All right. All right. So, still back where I left him off. I have not picked him up again, but this is the starting point for Spot. Let's see if I get any of those other beads on him, because that's all he needs is the beads. And I just realized one hand, yes, is orange, and then kind of the other hand is green. Just noticed that one now. Huh. Anyway, I knew it was the orange hand, but I didn't really recognize the green hand while I was stitching the green at the time. That's fun. Anyway, so yes, beading, if it gets done this week, will get done this week. So I will figure out some form of beading method when that happens. All right. Buttercup is going to be my Mirabilia / Nora Corbett this week. That is Charlotte. She has found some form of toy. So this is, I only have 3 Nora Corbett / Mirabilias on the go. So you're going to see a whole lot of these ladies. So that was Savannah last week. This is Buttercup this week. She is, oh look, this is NC 195 from 2013. So no idea if she's still in print or not, but anyway, sorry about Charlotte. I'm gonna say this is on 16 count Ada. No clue what color. This is going to be the whole piece, so she's going to be small. And I'm pretty sure I 97% measured it. I hope I did at least, because this is how many stitches I have in her right now. Yes, we meow back at our cats. Charlotte, you're okay. This is what we've got. What is happening? I know you guys all have barking dogs and stuff, but you never hear my cats anymore. I'm so glad they're back to normal. Life. For the most part. We still miss her, but it's back to normal. Just in case you were wondering. Okay. Next up on the list that you have not seen in a very long time either. You saw it in my whip parade, but that was about it. Is Phlox Box. This is from Ink Circles. Well, Ink Circles was still releasing in magazines. This was from May 2012 of Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. And I am so sad now that I did not... So, the project is on two pages. This is on the back page. Do I want to stitch that right now? Yes. Do I have the magazine anymore? I don't think so. Look how pretty that is. But this week's focus is this. I'm using a variegated thread with white DMC or cream, or although I don't know if I can tell you the thread color because I don't know if I have the label, and this is all I have, so it might be a cropped version of this, but that's okay. This is where we're at. I started in the bottom left corner. Oh, I didn't show you the floss. So this is DMC something. No idea. No clue anymore. Not a clue. But it looks pretty. So I might have to try and switch over to 1/1 instead of 2/1 like I think I'm doing. And so that it might last a little longer. But we'll see. But it looks pretty cool, huh? I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, I could go to my LNS or Michael's or somewhere and find probably this colorway still, but we'll see how that goes. That one, by the way, this one that I'm talking about on this side, this one is Victorians on the Square, and the designer is Gail Bussi, Bussi. Anyway, that's fun, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I would just line up all those little houses. Maybe not make a square, but maybe make a rectangle. Anyway. But for now, Flox box. Alright. Okay, so I talked about you. This section, as you can see, is a little bit less organized. I have the list written out at least, so I'm not completely blind. Okay, next one you haven't seen since my whip parade and or progress on it in a very long time. I'm so glad for this wheel. This was a spin for my kits because I decided that I need more kit life action in my stitching. This is Fairy Tale by Dimensions. There is some super, what's that called? Iridescent floss in there. So it's going to be exciting at one point, but I'm not there yet, so that's okay. That's what it's going to look like. I did make a photocopy of all of the original pages, so I am working off of those, the photocopies. I'm on the top left page of the top left of the chart, and this is just a tree. Woohoo! So no real goals for this week, just to put a few stitches onto it. Maybe fill in this, whatever this is right here. I think that actually is the beginning of the horse's head. Maybe. Pretty sure. Anyway, that'll be exciting. I've been thinking about this because there was somebody else, I can't remember who, because I watched a lot of FlossTube. That was the other thing this week. I watched a lot of FlossTube this week to try and figure out what I can do that other stitchers are doing. Not to compare myself, but to make my channel a little better, hence the board. It is giving me a little bit more organization in my whole life. Okay. Next on the board, at least, Steampunk Portal. So that's going to be a focus project. Pokemon Starters, that's going to be a focus project. I'm going to add Winter Sampler in there as... I'm going to add Winter Wolf in there as well because focus. And my next, not focused, but was spun because it was going to be a weekend project and then I decided no more weekend projects, is this. This is Winter Sampler by Maria Diaz. It is out of some world of cross-stitching. No idea when. I decided that I'm not doing the whole thing. I am just doing this. And that's Simon, if you can hear him. He's Simon. And Skitters is just still right beside me on the couch. Oh, and he's trying to wake up James. Okay, this guy, this little snowman is what I'm doing. Sorry. Focus. Focus, Julie. Focus. Who needs focus when you have cats? Hey? Alright, so he's just on a 14 count piece of Ada that is a crop of something else. Started at the top. Started trying, I wasn't really stitching full coverage at this point when I was testing out how I wanted to stitch full coverage, I think, at this point. So the outline of the box is done, clearly, and the sky has started, and his little hat, I think that's his hat, has started. So that might be a good one to stitch today. It's not snowing, but it is cold. Cold is an understatement. Okay. That's it for the plans for this week. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go to the next clip because I wanted to talk a little bit about something that you'll find out in the next clip. Okay, back again. This section is a shout out to an anonymous stitcher. She didn't want to be named, and so that's absolutely fine. But okay, so I design, right? I have designed more in the past than I do now, but Silver Stitch Designs is my design name, but she had said that this is what I'm stitching now, this is what I finished. This is what I finished. When I designed this, I had no idea it would turn out like this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Snowflake Tree by me, Silver Stitch Designs, and she said she had stitched it on a 28 count of beige Lugana, DMC 52. It's all right here. Why am I not looking at my book? She had also told me that she had purchased the Lugana because we all are in need of different places to purchase cross-stitch supplies. The name of the LNS is Needleworks. I had never heard of it before. It's in Ontario. It's in, would you call Peterborough a town? I guess so. City? It's in Peterborough, which is between myself and Toronto. So, hooray! Somewhere not close. It's not close. It's still like 2 or 2.5 hours away from me, but at least it's another option, right? So that is Needleworks in Peterborough, Ontario. Hooray! Okay, and I looked at some of the pictures on just like the Google search situation, and their walls are like plastered with fancy ladies. So we're good. We're good. Anyway, that's that. The other thing I wanted to mention while somebody is playing with another pine cone or toy. Was there anything in this section that I wanted to mention? I don't think so. Oh, sure, why not? Silver Stitches is a Facebook group that I am now... I've had it for a very long time, but it was Silver Stitch Designs before, but now I'm not really designing. Now I want to see what you're stitching. So if you want to reach out and join that Facebook group, that's absolutely great. You can share any of your progress from anybody. You can share any of the games you're participating in. I will be posting another Ticket to Ride track there today. The Ticket to Ride game, you can go at your own pace. If you're weeks behind, if you're, oh, I didn't get that in time. I know that somebody, when I was running it on Siski Stitches, her Facebook group, there was somebody only up until like maybe like a week or two. I haven't posted anything since like November for the new Ticket to Ride games in Siski's group. And there was still somebody playing along, up until a couple weeks ago. I mean, a couple weeks ago being still in like January kind of thing. Maybe it was the end of December, but still, either way. I was like, good on you to, finish up the game, when most people have either abandoned and or neglected whatever. So if you want new Ticket to Ride games, they are posted in my Silver Stitches Facebook group. Come join us. There are currently 80 of us. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, but thank you for joining that. That has been really fun. I'm not posting there as much as I should right now, because I kind of want, especially when I'm filming, when I know I'm filming and I've made significant progress on some of the pieces, I want this to be like the first platform, FlossTube, to be the first platform where I am showing my progress. Maybe when I post the fact that I have, uploaded a new video, then I'll share all of my projects. But, yeah, it's exciting to see things that are, in real life, not just a picture on a screen, in real life. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, I think for now, that might be it. I think for now that might be it. I might wait it out a few hours to see if that actually is it. If I missed anything, I don't think I did. I do this every week. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, kind of more plans. So I do stitch my two focus, my for sure real two focus pieces most days. Sorry, our Glorious 3, Glamorous. See, I did it again. Glamorous 3 stitches from Siski Stitches and temperature stitching. I know I only got 3 this week, but 3 is better than none, so that's good. Pokemon this week actually was, I had a day dedicated to it, right? But then that didn't happen, and so I ended up doing it as a temperature stitch, so that's why I did the 125 instead of just the 100. So the way that I chose my temperature stitches is I redid them all again. They're all full coverage. They are all on Pattern Keeper, and they are the top 10 most completed. Right. So I looked at my list, I calculated everything, my top 10 most completed, just to try and keep pushing them to a, I don't know, keep pushing them to a finish. Nope, none of them are anywhere near a finish, but anyway, there was one thing that I should have talked about right now, but then I forgot it again because Charlotte is playing with a toy. Do you think I remember it? Not at all. At least it's not a pine cone. At least it's a spring. Like cat spring. She's adorable. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna restart the video again for life because, you know, why not? Because why not put 17 clips together in one video? Why not? Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, so life update. If you're here for a life update, that's great. Thank you. You can stay. If you don't care at all, that's cool too. That's the last thing I'm going to be talking about today. So thank you for visiting. Anyway, we are all healthy now, so that's good. We have one appointment this week, so that's tomorrow. So positive vibes would be greatly appreciated for my first consultation. And then the other thing is, that's it. Everything else around here is, you know, status quo. Nothing exorbitant is going on. I felt like last week I balanced the work stitching relationship better than the week before. I feel like I got in a whole lot more stitches. Actually, I do have that. If anybody's wondering, I might post it back there during the time I'm actually talking about it. But this week total, I got 2,144 stitches. What? Who am I? Anyways, hooray. But I told people that I wasn't going to talk about stitching anymore, so that's that. Yeah, I don't know. That's... life is life, right? We've got cats. They're crazy. Charlotte has been a lot clingier, a lot more clingy lately than anything. We have a vet appointment for her at the beginning of February just to make sure that everything's cool. Because I don't know if it's just her missing Lexus or her realizing she's got to step up in the snuggle department or what, but she is always on my case now, and I don't know what to do. She is fast. She just ran by my feet, and I tried to pick her up, as you saw, and no, I don't want any of that, Mummy. I don't want to be shown on camera. I am not a camera cat. She's so cute, though. Anyway, I might post some pictures at the end of my cats, because, you know, why not? No, but I think that's it for now, for real, because Skitters is going to start scratching at paper on the floor, And I'm going to say sparkle and shine. Have a great day. Have a great stitching week, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.